If you were the family mediator growing up, you've probably been told you're too sensitive or that you care too much. But what if I told you this role actually developed 5 rare psychological traits that only 8% of people possess? Here are the 5 powerful abilities you likely have because of the emotional labor you carried as a child.
Trait number 1. Advanced emotional pattern recognition. This is the ability to read emotional undercurrents and predict conflict before it escalates. When you grew up navigating your family's emotional landscape, your brain developed heightened sensitivity to 3 things: micro-expressions, tone shifts, and environmental tension. You learned to scan every room for emotional threats, the way others check for physical danger. This wasn't just about keeping the peace, it was survival. You developed what psychologists call hypervigilance to emotional data, processing hundreds of social cues that most people completely miss. Only about 10% of the population can accurately read emotions at this level. For example, you might walk into a room and immediately sense tension between 2 people who haven't even spoken yet, reading it in their body language and in the silence itself. Another powerful trait you likely possess is something even more valuable. Trait number 2. High-level empathic bridging. This is the rare capacity to hold space for multiple contradicting perspectives simultaneously without losing yourself. As the family mediator, you couldn't afford to take sides. You had to understand your mom's pain, your dad's frustration, your siblings' anger, all at once. This developed what researchers call cognitive empathy flexibility. You can step into someone's emotional world, validate their experience, then step into someone else's completely opposite reality and validate that too. This is incredibly rare. Most people can only hold one emotional perspective at a time, which is why conflicts escalate. You became fluent in emotional translation, converting one person's hurt into language another person could actually hear. For example, you might automatically reframe your sister's angry outburst into the vulnerability underneath, helping your parents see her pain instead of just her behavior. But here's where it gets really interesting.
Trait number 3. Deep relational systems thinking. This is the ability to see how individual behaviors connect to larger family patterns and cycles. While other kids saw isolated arguments, you saw the system. How your dad's stress from work triggered your mom's anxiety, which triggered your brother's withdrawal, which triggered your dad's anger, completing the cycle. You understood cause and effect across emotional timelines that most adults still can't grasp. Psychologists call this a meta-perspective on family dynamics, and it's typically developed through years of therapy or professional training. You had to develop it as a child just to survive. You learned that solving problems meant addressing root causes, not just symptoms. This is why surface-level conversations often frustrate you now. You immediately see the deeper patterns people are dancing around. For example, you might recognize that a friend's commitment issues are actually a response to their parents' messy divorce, connecting dots others can't even see. The 4th trait connects to something that affects your adult relationships today. Trait number 4. Hyper-responsibility for emotional atmospheres. This is the automatic sense that you're responsible for managing other people's feelings and the emotional climate of every space you enter. As the family mediator, you learned that your value was tied to your ability to regulate everyone else's emotions. If there was tension, you absorbed it. If there was conflict, you resolved it. If someone was upset, you fixed it. This created what psychologists call an overdeveloped external locus of emotional responsibility. You can walk into any gathering, and within minutes, you're unconsciously monitoring everyone's comfort levels, smoothing over awkward moments, and adjusting your behavior to keep everything balanced. While this makes you an incredible friend and partner, it also means you often neglect your own needs. For example, you might cancel your own plans to help a friend through a crisis, or stay late at work managing team dynamics, never considering that it's not actually your job to manage everyone else's feelings.
And the final trait ties everything together. Trait number 5, exceptional conflict alchemy. This is the rare ability to transform destructive conflict into constructive connection. Where most people see arguments as threats to avoid or battles to win, you see them as opportunities for deeper understanding. Your childhood taught you that beneath every fight are unmet needs, beneath anger is hurt, and beneath withdrawal is fear of rejection. You learned to mine conflict for the gold underneath, the real vulnerabilities people are protecting. This trait makes you a natural leader, therapist, manager, or friend, because you can take the most heated disagreements and find the thread of shared humanity. Research shows only 5% of people naturally possess this conflict transformation ability. For example, when two colleagues are at odds, you can help them see they both want the same thing, respect. They just have different ways of asking for it. If you recognized yourself in 3 or more of these traits, you're part of a rare 8% of the population who carry what psychologists call the mediator's gift. While your family may have made you feel responsible for their peace, and while you may have lost parts of your childhood to emotional labor that wasn't yours to carry, the truth is, you developed profound abilities most people will never possess. These traits make you extraordinary at connecting with others, building bridges, and creating healing where there was hurt. Your childhood shaped you, but it doesn't have to define you. Now you get to choose when and how to use these gifts. Which of these traits resonated most with you? Let us know in the comments. And if you want to learn more about healing from childhood emotional parentification while keeping your gifts, make sure to subscribe.